Good afternoon, team. Happy Thursday. What a day, huh? Tremendous rally we had. And then we kind of started hitting our head a little bit. I'll go over what I've been showing you guys today. Really good day as far as portfolio wise. I was able to take advantage of this rally and take some profits into strength and set myself up for some short as I'm sitting technically here. We're hitting our head of resistance. So let me go over. I sent out some little quick little pictures and videos during the day to kind of alert you, give you a heads up of what I was seeing, and pretty much I think I gave you enough heads up for you guys to be ready for what was coming, and pretty much everything has and got worked out. The MT closed at 90, so we're still at 90. Well, obviously, we were up over 300 points for the day on the Nasdaq, so we're still going to be on a high end scenario, but it's playing out. It's playing out to be a toppy area as I was showing you. So just to reiterate what I was showing you guys in a quick video that I posted, I was looking at previous little uptrends that were on lower volume. Look at this. This is like, look at this move here. Look at this move here on lower volume. And then when you have the down moves, that's in rising volume. So I kind of pointed this one out here. Lower volume. And when it started increasing again, is when you started having the lower volume scenario. We're going up here. We go on lower volume. We start getting into a higher volume, and we start getting ready to start decreasing again, and so forth. So it's kind of working backward. It should be that you have up trending market with volume increasing. That's bullish. When you have this divergence, when you have the market going up and the volume going down, that divergence it's going to play out to the downside. So basically, this is the challenge we've been discussing. The 280s scenario we kind of cleared yesterday. So that was kind of, we're living in this area here. That was good. And then today we kind of just going all the way up into the next channel, which is right here. We didn't stay too long in this range right here, right? We didn't stay too long here. So from this 294 to this 300, we had a lot of empty space here. So we finally got to 300. And what did I point out to you guys earlier today? Like, we need to close above 300. We need to close above 300. What do? We get to 299. We hit 300. We cleared it right here. We hit it. We poked the head over it, and then at the end of the day, we had a shakeout, a fake out, where we went above it. Trapped the bulls in, and then boom, sell off. And these two long lines here are like the two biggest volume bars of the two down days. The two down bars. So the biggest volume came on the downside. And again, up in volume, down in price. Up in price, down in volume. So I was saying, this does not bode well for the bull side. And then we're a little bit under aftermarket. Again, I'm heavily short. Well, I'm long as well. Again, I probably ended up as I took some profits in some positions. I'm gonna go over each one of them, but I'm probably short maybe like net 50 delta, because I have about 500 and so delta long positions, and I have about 550, almost 600 short deltas. I'm short like 5 contracts on the futures, Nasdaq futures. I'm short 5. I'm long 5 TQQQ puts, and I'm long the SQQQ 5 calls, 5 contracts on the calls, and I'm also long 5 UPRO puts. So all those are for the short side. So I'm heavily exposed on the short side. If we have a rally tomorrow of another 300 points, I'm probably going to have a little bit of a loss, but it's going to be netted not that bad, because again, I have a lot of long exposure. I have stocks that are working, and today they're very profitable. So I'm kind of in that Goldilocks scenario. I'm in the sweet spot where if we go down heavy, my stocks are going to get hit, on the longs, and I'm gonna just either break even or have like from a 9 or a 10% profit down to like a 7 or 5% profit. So those are gonna still gonna be good, and then my shorts are gonna just blow up my portfolio to the positive side because I'm long, I'm short the market a lot. So if you go down tomorrow a lot, it's gonna be a very profitable day. If we go up a lot, I'm probably gonna have a very like 1 or 2%, down day overall because I'm net short, but I'm not 100% short. I hope that makes sense to you guys. So again, we are hitting our head on the 21. See that right there? We're hitting a head. I mean, we clear this resistance. We clear this resistance. We cleared this one here. So I got those two alerts. But what did we come up to? We came up to the 300, and we couldn't get over it. And the 21 is looming right here. So we're above the 9. That's one positive sign. Let me get to the. We ending the week a little bit higher than last week. Hopefully that'll be the case. I don't think we're gonna drop down all the way down tomorrow in one day, all the way back down here. So overall for the week, it's positive. We still let me go back here. We still downtrending. Okay, so this is still a downtrend. So this week is still lower than this week, and this week was lower than this week, and this week was lower than this week, and so forth and so forth. So we're still on a downtrend. We're nowhere near out of the water and getting back to this channel that we were in for a while. So on the daily though, yeah, I mean we're turning higher, but we're kind of hitting our head here. The 21, it's gonna come up here. I just don't see tomorrow, Friday, being a Friday on before a long weekend. I think Monday's Memorial Day and we're off. The market is closed. So I don't see a lot of volume coming in the market tomorrow just because people are taking off for the long weekend. So we might get a little rally as well because hey, there's no volume, there's no sellers, and when there's no sellers, prices go up. Prices don't go up because people are buying. Prices also go up because people are not selling. There aren't any sellers to offset. So anybody that is buying doesn't have any resistance, so the prices will go up. But again, there was a big rally today. Yesterday was a big update. Tomorrow's Friday, long weekend. People might say, you know what? I don't want to have too much exposure over the weekend and start, getting clearing positions a little bit. I don't know. Either way, the 21, it's kind of hitting our head here. So technically, we're still coming up against resistance. The SPY, S&P, the S&P closed right at 21. Let me see where we're at exactly. I'll tell you right now. We are I mean, the 21 is at 405.07, and we're at 405.35. We closed, and now we're at the market. We're 404.69. So we're basically at the 21. So how incredible is that, right? We closed literally like on the 21. We cleared it for a little bit, and then we came back down right to it. So we're at the 21. We cleared the 9, but again, we're at it. There's still this little resistance here of this one day, and then this close right here, and then this gap down, and then this guy right here close right at it. So there's still a lot of resistance here at this 410 level. That's another 5 points, which is another like percent and a half. And again, the 21 is still going to be every single time we hit it right here. Let me clean this up. You have the 21 right here, 21 right here. They didn't even get to 21 here. Now we're at it. So again, do we kind of meander for a little bit here, and then eventually build a base and go higher? We can. I just don't see it happening tomorrow. Okay, so again, back what I was saying earlier. This market rallies, these rallies are a great opportunity to take profits. So let me go over real quick what I was on today, and let me show you Nvidia. Nvidia was down pre-market. I texted you guys yesterday. Nvidia was down like almost like 18, 19 points after market. It came all the way back down to the 155 range, and then today just kind of like sky. It was up 10 points at one point. A good 7, hit 180 today. But again, what did it do? 21. I mean, it hit the 21. Look at let's see. Let's see where we're at here. 21 is 180.32 and it closed at 178. So it closed just below the 21. Again, technically, that's weak. That's extremely weak. So um, I just don't see this. If Nvidia doesn't do good, tomorrow, it just kind of meanders back down again. Obviously, the Qs are going to meander back down again. We have a lot of overhead resistance. The 21 is there. The 50s again. This isn't going anywhere. I mean, um, I had the 195 short put that I let it get assigned to me, and then with the short with the premium that I received on the short put and with all the calls I was setting against it, my cost basis went back down to 180. I closed yesterday in the 171, 172 range. I closed yesterday. I have 400 shares. I closed 250 of them because I again did not want to risk earnings and have a gap down and just blow up my portfolio. So I kept 50 shares, and then I'm just trail stopping 50 shares at 5.5%. That's it. I don't have much exposure. So worst case scenario, I might lose a couple $100 of what I got left. It didn't work out like I wanted to work out. You never got back above 200. That would have made me good money. You never did it. So I kind of it was like maybe a loss overall of a couple grand. No big deal from a potential I could have had. A lot more because of the premium that I sold and the credit that I received. So that's Nvidia. I just got 50 shares left. No big deal. Square. Again, Square was up today, 7%. Again, not even getting to the 21. This right here is lying in the sand. If Square breaks this week's low, I just don't know why you want to keep it because it just every time it goes up, it comes back down again. It goes up a little bit, it goes back down again. It goes up a little bit, it's gonna come back down again. It goes up a little bit. I said earlier 150 was kind of like most it would get here. That's why I was telling the 150 calls. Make good money on this on the way up. And then from there, it had just gone. 50% a 50% drop from March 30th around there, beginning of April. So again, any little rally is going to get sold into. Any little rally is going to get sold. The small little rally, nothing gets sold into. So any little rally here, if it continues to go higher to 21, I don't see this hitting 100 anytime soon, either. But hey, I don't know. I'm just looking at the technicals here. What else is Apple did pretty good. Just kind of looking overall. Wait. Let me take a look at apps. I haven't seen apps in a while. Oh my god. I used to trade apps, guys. I used to trade apps back in the 60s here. I took this trade right here, and then I took it again to trying over 80, trying to make the 100 play. It never made it. I got stopped out. I think I held through here just because this app is great earnings, great numbers. It's an incredible company. And then once it broke right here, below 60, I got out. It's a $25 stock. That's why once it breaks to 50, you gotta get out. Look at this. Look at this. Great. Look at these numbers. This is incredible numbers. Incredible numbers. All right? Look at the growth. Incredible. And look at the stock. So it doesn't matter what the company does or how good they are or how innovative they are. Technical analysis it's what makes you money and what keeps you from losing money. Once you have a break below the 50, that's it. That's it. Get out. What's the other one I still had here? Sorry, I was looking at Apple. Sorry, Apple. I had Apple. I took profit. I closed it out today. Again, because it had a nice little move here. I think my cost basis of was in the 139 range or something like that. I bought to get a little on a little bounce here where I saw it hold, and I bought it. I bought it this day, and then I don't want to hold anything with this market the way it is long more than what I have, and that's actually working. So. CF. I got stopped out of CF today, which I'm glad I did. Once we broke below 100, I got out. And look, I'm glad I did. I would have saved myself another 3.5 points. So always have a game plan. My game plan was trade the 100 move. It didn't make it. It got inside 90. It was 99, like 47, something like that. I got stopped out. I saved myself 300 points. I'm $300. The other one is CTRA. That was a good trade today. I made good money on this one. I bought it a couple days ago on this breakout here. I think it was like 300 shares. I added to it yesterday, and then today when I saw this breakdown, I got out at 35 something, and then I got out I think at 34, like 88 or something like that. The last ones I took profits. I didn't like this reversal here. If you look at the 15-minute, yeah, you see right here. Once it breaks, it kind of like a little breakout, and then it kind of hovers here. Then it doesn't retake it. You get out because now this is now a new channel and it's going lower. So, but again, I took the trade and made good money on it right here. What else did I close? These are the ones that I've closed. Okay, I'll go over the ones that I still have. LTHM. ATL right here. Again, it's very choppy. So yeah, I gave it some room to like this low right here was kind of my stop. I bought it the day before. I kind of let the 21 be my guiding light here, but that was just like too much for what I had. So today I got lucky. I had a nice move today, over 7% at one point, 8%. So I took profits into it and I got out. Just didn't want to hold it. Made about I think it was like 7 or 8% on this. What's the other one? Oh, MRK. I got stopped out on MRK today. My stop. Take this off. My stop was right here below yesterday's low. Once it broke it, I got out. Simple as that. I could have held the 20. I could have held the 21, but again, I didn't want to. I have plenty of exposure to the long side on better merchandise. NFE. This was a real good one. Real good one, NFE. I took it right here. Boom. I took it right there yesterday when it broke this trend line. I bought it. And I sold into strength here. Once I saw that it started coming back down from the highs, I used the lower time frame. And once it broke right here, I think I sold right here my remaining shares. And that was it. Made good profit. This is a 12% winner. What's the other one? I had shelf for a little bit. I just have 50 shares. I took it right here in this day. I have 50 shares. I was thinking the 60 was going to be like the platform that was going to, kind of take off, and it never took off. And I didn't like today's action, so I just kind of broke even. I made maybe like 0.5%. SWX, another one that I closed out today. Again, not doing anything bad. I'm just reducing exposure. Didn't have a big position on this. It's a utility, not too exciting on this. So it was just kind of like not doing anything. So I kind of maybe if I made $20 and this was too much. I thought I was gonna kind of make a run to 100, but then it's a utility company. It's not gonna really set the world on fire. So I just kind of park my money on this a little bit. I had taken this trade before right here, and I made some good money on it. So I was figuring, let me see if I could take this trade right here when it broke above here. No, it wasn't. Sorry, it's above here. I took it right here and kind of just meander around. Wasn't too excited with it. TBT. This is one I have 500 shares. Originally, I have 100 left. I bought it right there. Let me see. The day before. Right, I bought it right there when I saw this little channel kind of bright, kind of like get out right here. I think it was here. Once it kind of came above here, I think I bought it here. I held it because it was still holding the previous day right here. So this little base, the 50 was right there, so that would have been my ultimate line in the sand. So I made some money on this today, but again, it went to the 21 and the 9, and then it kind of just fell back down again. So when I saw that, I took off about 75% of it. Again, this is a play on the interest rates. So I have 100 shares because again, it doesn't move that much. It moved 20 cents net. So it's not like you're gonna take a big loss on this. You're not gonna make any money on this. That's why you gotta go volume on this one. So I just have 100 shares left. I got a trading stop of 3.5%. So just gonna let it sit there. SMCI, SMCI. This was a good one. I have this trend line right here. That's kind of like my line in the sand. If it breaks this trend line, that's my stop. I bought it, I think either yesterday or the day before. I'm up a little bit on it. Let me see. I'm up about 3%. No big deal. I got I took some profits today into strength once he got near the 50 price range. I took some profits and I kept about 125 shares left on this. AXS. I still have 250 shares in this. I'm up about, I think, like 3.5% on this right now because it came back down a little bit. I bought it yesterday. Sorry, I bought it today. Once it was about the 50. This is my line in the sand. I tightened that up to half of them break even and the other half about a 5% stop loss just to give you some room. But it behaved today. It closed on a hammer. It closed at the high of the day. So I like this. The volume was kind of fair, and it kind of started increasing in volume a little bit towards the end as it was going up. So not too shabby, not too shabby. Here when it was kind of like going sideways down a little bit. See, okay, here's a perfect example, guys. Perfect example. Price is going down, right? Volume is going down. That's a good sign. That means this is a strong stock. It's going down in price, and the volume is not, raising up a little bit. Like here, it's way down in price. Volume is kind of like flat. And then here, there's a little bit increase in volume when it goes up. So that's what you're looking at. Here, it's going up a little bit. Volume going up a little bit. Okay? So that's what you want to see. So I'm in this. Again, I tighten my stops just because of the market. The overall market is just so volatile and so basically we're in a downtrend. So my stops are tighter than I would like them to be because I don't want to give back any profits. But again, this is a good trade so far, above the 50. Below the 50 is kind of line in the sand if you have it. Simo. I have Simo. I have 50 shares left. I took profits today. Again, bought it at the 21 right here. And then I took profits over when it got a little bit over 90, just because I saw it started coming down a little bit again. So once it broke above 90, and I saw it kind of retracing again, and then not really like taking off from here. I took some profits, took half off, and I still have half off. I still have half on this. Again, 21 is my line in the sand. It's trending higher. It's a nice little pennant here, or you want to look at it as a cup with a handle. This will be the handle. Perfect entry right here. Also, you want to add to it. Boom. But I'm in it right now. I'm up about, no big deal. I mean, I'm up 2.5%. Again, this is just like I've only gotten into this. I've been posting on it. I've only been gotten into these shares for a couple of days. So it's not like I've had it for weeks or anything. HDSN. This one I took profits into it today. Nice move yesterday. It's just a nice little channel here. It's not really doing anything wrong, but I saw it hit 10, and then this was a 10 rejection. 10 rejection here. So in the 990, 988 something range, I took profits because it was doing the same thing, and it doesn't want to clear 10. I had 500 shares. I only have 100 left. Again, once he gets to this 10 range, it kind of gets rejected. So I started taking profits around here somewhere. I have 100 left. I guess if with 100 shares left, if it breaks, let me see, where am I at here? If it breaks today's low, I'm out. So if tomorrow breaks today's low, that's my stop, which will be the 90 EMA. But again, I'm profitable on this. I made good money on. I made about 8% on this. Again, I've only had these for a couple days, guys. CHK. Again, this was the 100 play. I told you guys I traded it right here when it broke, and it hit. I took profits at 101. Remember, I told you yesterday, I took profits at 101. Half of them, I still have half. So what's my stop? If it comes back inside here, break even on half, made about 3.5, 4% on half. So net 2%. Not bad for a couple of days on this kind of market. GLNG, GLNG. I got into this one on earnings. The numbers were, I mean, look at this number. Look at these earnings. Look at this earnings number from 20 cents to 521. It's going from negative to positive. Um, not a big increase in sales. They kind of guided flat. Not really exciting. But again, I got into it when it was above 21, 25. I added at the 50 here, and it closed a little bit above it. So I'm net on this one. Down. I'm up. I lost about a couple $100 when I started buying it in the 24 high 25 range, and then I added to it at the 50 here, and then my line in the sand was gonna be like probably this little shelf right here. I was gonna just give it room today. Today I was gonna give it room, maybe 3.5%. It was down 182, so it's not a big deal. So again, I'm up 3.35% right now on my remaining 150 shares. AVT is the other one that I had. Remember, I told you guys I bought it right here at the 21, and I sold some into strength today. So a little bit today, somewhere around here, and I still have 100 shares of this. I'm up 4.5% on this. So not bad, not bad trade. Again, I'm not letting it round trip me back here. If it closes below today's low tomorrow, I'm out. Again, that's what I was saying. I'm heavily short, but I have a lot of long exposure. That if we sell off tomorrow and all my stocks start going down and my stops get hit, well, I'm still profitable. I'm still gonna be. I mean, well, I don't know why this is down so much after hours. I wonder what happened. Well, we'll see. Either way, well, there you go. If I'm stopped up tomorrow, the market overall, how's the market overall doing? Yeah, I mean, no big deal. Again, I'm net 75 short delta. So I'm net short. So if you go down tomorrow, I'm going to be profitable, and my stop will get hit, and no big deal. So the other one that I have that I've had for a while, Zim. I'm still holding Zim. I have 1,400 shares of Zim, 1,400. Remember, I sold the 58 puts. Remember, guys, I had the 58 puts that I sold, and then I started, and then I made really good money on those puts, and then I rolled up and up and up to make sure I got a sign, and I generated another like 4 or 5 points on rolling up to get I got a sign at 66. So I currently own 1,400 shares of Zim at 66. Now I made about 9.5 points of credit on my short puts and my rolls. So those were extremely 100% profitable. Those were given to me 100%. So the 9.5 points, and then I sold 1,470 calls at 787. So I have the 70 calls here at 787. So I have another almost 8 points of credit on top, and I own it at 66 right now because I've rolled up to make sure I got it assigned to me, because tomorrow, if you're an owner of Zim, by tomorrow's end of day, they're gonna pay out about $2.85 of dividends. So that's gonna be about another 4K that I could pick up on my 1,400 shares just by owning them. And if it goes down because of the dividend, well, I have 7 points of cushion on the 70 call, and I'm still up 3 from where I bought it. So even if it goes down to 3 points because of the dividend they're gonna give you, that's back to break even, and then my short calls on the 70 are gonna cushion the blow on the actual shares, and I'll pick up the 285 times 1,400. So Zim has been one of my better trades this year, and kind of stuck with it, and it worked out really good. So moral of the story: the market is it's choppy, it's toppy right now. I would be, if we have some kind of rally tomorrow again, It's probably gonna be a very low volume, and I would just continue to take profits, guys. I will continue to take profits. I will not close my shorts just yet. I'm gonna let them ride for a little bit. I have a little bit of a pain threshold on them because I'm heavily long as well. So if we continue to go up tomorrow, yeah, I'm gonna take some heat on my shorts, but all my longs are gonna work out. All the shares that I mentioned to you guys are gonna be working out. So overall, net, it's gonna be a cushion blow if we go up. My expectation, just because of not prediction, but just because of technical analysis, um, I'm seeing tomorrow we go down. I don't see us hitting. I don't see us going up here at 306, which is the next channel. Okay, these are the stairs we've been taking up, right? Remember, I've kind of been covering this daily, where these are the stairs that we've been taking up. I've been saying that I want to live in a higher channel, and I want to step up. So we're in this one now, right here at 300. I just don't see us going to 305, 304. I don't see us hitting this channel tomorrow. I don't see it. I could be 1,000% wrong, and if I am, I would trade accordingly. But I trade on probabilities and I let the math decide for me and the price action. The price action is telling me that we hit our head on 300 here multiple times, and we could not sustain it, and we could not actually physically close above it. So, what are the odds that this is going to continue higher tomorrow? Very unlikely. What are the odds it's going to break down and go below 298? At least another point or two back in this channel. Very likely. So I position myself accordingly. That's all. Simple as that. You position yourself according to the probabilities. And if you have probabilities of 80% of something happening and you do it a million times, you're going to be very rich. Simple as that. All right. Have a blessed rest of the evening, and I will be in touch tomorrow during the day and see what happens. All right. Be good.